Of the School of Nursing. We are most proud to have our students and we are most proud of their accomplishments. This afternoon we have the honor of hooding our MSN students who have finished their graduate degree in nursing, and we'll be pinning the students who are receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. There will be two separate BSN groups among our new nurses today, and you might ask why, and I'm going to tell you. For the past 12 years, we have had two campuses of the BSN groups, and they are doing the same curriculum. So we have the SFSU campus, BSN, and the Sequoia campus, Kenyatta, BSN groups today. We are tremendously proud of all of our graduates, and let us show them that right now. The success of our students is shared with many people. Some stand in front of the classroom and some quietly work behind the scenes. I would like to introduce you to the faculty and the staff of the School of Nursing. Please stand as I call your name. Dr. Pamela Bai, Dr. Elaine Musselman, Mr. Larry Vitale, Dr. Fang Yu Cho, Dr. Therese Doan, Dr. Rebecca Carabez, Dr. Stephanie Windle, Dr. Carrie Jacobson, Dr. Kathleen Shea, Dr. Marcia Canton, Dr. Brenda Lewis, Dr. Karen Johnson-Brennan, Dr. Skip Davis, Mr. Garfield Powell, Mr. Ed Rivera, Ms. Teresa Barr, Ms. Esther Kawamura, Miss Jill Saberman, Miss Sherry Cesarini, Miss Yuli Diestel, Mr. Robert Strawn, Miss Celeste Rivera, Miss Catherine Midland, Miss Nora Larson, Mr. John Warner, and Mr. David Fairberg. All of these people do a tremendous job for us. Some of you don't even know the people in the back who work so hard with me to make it all come together, and I thank them all very, very much. Right now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Larry Vitale to give the Philip Durf Award. He'll explain that award, and then he will present it to two people, one from the San Francisco State Sequoia BSN and the other from the SF State BSN.
I'm pleased to present the Philip Durf Award. My career has been one of public service, and the Philip Durf Award relates to service. It relates to service within the School of Nursing and in the community. Philip Durf was one of our students here at San Francisco State between 1990 and 1994. He was an asset to his classmates. He was committed to public service. Much of the faculty and the students recognized him as a real leader in public service. Sadly, he passed away during the program just before graduation. In his memory, the San Francisco State School of Nursing has this tradition of giving this award in his honor, in his name. Each graduating class, and this is what makes this award so unique, each graduating class chooses themselves, among themselves, who will receive this honorary award, aptly titled the Philip Durf Award. So this semester, it's my distinct honor to give two awards because we have two graduating classes, both from the Kenyatta cohort, the Sequoia group, and from the San Francisco State main campus. To both of you, you've earned the respect of your classmates and of your instructors. Throughout these last 2 years in the pre-licensure program, you've been leaders. You've been leaders in your class. You've been active in the Nursing Student Association. You've gotten involved. You weren't bystanders. You've demonstrated the expression is true. You can lead from where you are. So I would like to ask for both of you to come up at this time. Ashley and Anna, are you here? So Ashley is an amazing student who's contributed not just to this class, but to the community. From day one, Ashley's been a person who stepped forward, taking the lead wherever help is needed. She's been a committed board member of the NSA, serving as the orientation director, easing the transition of incoming students each semester into the nursing program, organizing the orientation. She's been instrumental, too, in organizing this very pinning ceremony that we're enjoying today. So, Ashley, it is my pleasure to give you this award. Anna McDevitt, coming from the Sequoia program at the Kenyatta campus, Anna passionately believes in giving back to the community. She enjoys working and helping vulnerable populations, and for many years has worked with at-risk youth, volunteers with the elderly, the homeless populations. He has volunteered at the Rotacare Free Clinic, Hepatitis B clinics, health fairs, Mills Hospital, community beach cleanups, and organizes food drives for the needy, and somehow found time to go to school and become a nurse. I've also been told that people feel comfortable coming to her whenever they had something to talk about or needed help. So Anna, is with great pleasure I give you this award. Very good, thank you. I'd like now to call upon Carrie Jacobson to be the keynote speaker for the Masters of Nursing. No, wrong order. No? Oh, you're right, my eyes skipped. Okay. Even with bifocals. Thank you. What I would like to do is call upon Jamie Starsack by Dr. Okay, I'll get this. Let me start over. I would like to call upon Dr. Skip Davis to give the Christy Kearney Scholarship in Nursing and Holistic Health Award.
Well, welcome. Friends, family, students, I'm honored to be here tonight to present the Chris Kearney Scholarship Award. The Chris Kearney Scholarship was created both to honor and recognize Christy Kearney's many years as a devoted teacher of nursing at San Francisco State, her commitment to her students, her extraordinary compassionate care for her many patients that she saw over a lifetime of work, and her constant devotion to her family. Christy was one of the most loving and caring people that I've known. I had the opportunity to go to school with Christy, to do what you all have just completed, to work through a master's program and to live and die school as you have done to get the thing done. We also had another colleague, and we kind of always called ourselves the Three Stooges, because that's kind of how we felt about ourselves and the fact that we were looking forward to increasing our education. Christy and I attended and completed the graduate program for the master's at Samuel Merritt. And sadly, Christy fought a battle and lost a battle with cancer. And what has happened is the family has put together the award to honor her and to remember her. The person that receives the award today is Jamie Starsack. Come on over here, Jamie. What I'd like to do is tell you a few of the things that Jamie has accomplished to get here and to be the recipient of the award. 20 years ago, Chris Kearney was talking about holistic nursing, combining it in the care and putting it together as a part of nursing practice. That still is ongoing today, and that's a lot of what Jamie is endeavoring in. Her ultimate goal is to become a nurse practitioner. She has completed her bachelor's degree in dietetics, and along with that has not only done work nationally, but also has done work internationally. She's worked in Guatemala and Nicaragua, and there she saw kind of the need that communities have, and certainly from that brought it here and sees a lot of the same needs that we have here. She's done quite a bit. She has a litany of things that she's done. One of the things that happens in nursing is we do a lot and nobody ever knows about it. We're like the silent partners, where this is a chance for you not to be a silent partner. She completed a chef's training program and quickly found an internship at the soup kitchen and food pantry called the West Side Campaign Against Hunger. She's worked with people with diabetes. She's worked with people with HIV. She's worked with the transgender HIV positive population. And I can't think of anybody who would be a better recipient of the Chris Kearney Award.
Now we're moving on to our master's people, and I would like to invite Mr. Larry Vitale back to the microphone to give us the significance of the hood.
Our graduate students here today have specialized in nursing administration or community health. They're becoming clinical nurse specialists, family nurse practitioners. In addition to completing their course requirements, they're required to complete a written culminating document which exemplifies the knowledge and education of an advanced practice nurse, one with a master's degree in nursing. Each of the students has worked closely with a faculty member who's mentored them through this process. That faculty member will receive the honor of hooding the student with a graduate hood. So let's talk a moment about the graduate hood and the significance of it. Universities are heirs to traditions which go back 8 centuries. The diversified and often colorful academic robes worn by today's graduates and worn by those who are taking part in the academic procession are part of those long traditions. As worn by scholars and professors today, they've been modified over the years and have acquired new significance. For universities in the English-speaking world, there's normally 3 parts that make up the regalia: the gown, the hood, and the cap. The gown has a loose outer garment common to both lawyers and university professors. For many universities, the cut of the sleeve indicates whether the wearer holds a bachelor's or a master's degree. The hood was developed from the hood, a utilitarian hood that would keep the head dry and warm, and so it too might vary according to the degree and to which university. Originally, the observer could tell from which university the wearer had graduated by the shape of the hood. It's often said that that long tail of the hood provided a pocket for hanging down the back in which students, as they trailed behind their professor, could drop coins in to as an appropriate fee for teaching, without the teacher seeing how much or how little it was being paid. We are typically not doing that today, although there have been times in the last 8 years where we kind of wish that would come back, but it's okay, it didn't. The hood that our graduate students will receive tonight is larger, I guess to reflect how much they've had to pay for their education now. So they get a bigger hood. But it's meant to be purely ornamental. The lining indicates the university, in this case, San Francisco State, and the color, apricot, is the color for nursing. It is the time now for the professors here today to hood their graduate students. And so now, I will introduce the MSN keynote speaker, Carrie Jacobson.
Thank you, Dr. Vitale. Good afternoon, everyone. I've just been sitting up here and thinking about how much love is in the room today, and I just think it's a really special day, so I'm glad we're all here together. I'm really honored to have been asked to share a few thoughts with you today, and I'd like to start with a quote from one of the original leaders of nursing, Florence Nightingale, who once said, "Unless we are making progress in our nursing every year, every month, every week, take my word for it, we are going backward." I can't help but think she sounds a little bit like a nursing professor there, which is probably why I like the quote so much. But really what it means to me is that the best nurses are lifelong learners. So I'd like to take the time to tell you a story of another great nursing leader, Mary Carson Breckenridge, to help explain what nursing leadership means to me. Mary Breckenridge was born in Memphis in 1881. She had a genteel and peaceful childhood, married at the age of 24, and was widowed at the age of 26 when her husband died of appendicitis. She decided to become a nurse and moved to New York City all on her own in 1906 to get her degree. She remarried and had 2 children, a girl who died shortly after birth and a boy who died at age 4, again of appendicitis. She got divorced. She moved to France to dedicate herself to American efforts to help rebuild Europe after the devastation of World War I. Then in 1925, she came back to the States at the age of 44 to establish the Frontier Nursing Service, which served an isolated area of East Kentucky with the highest maternal mortality rate in the nation. The program was staffed entirely by nurses and nurse midwives who went out on horseback to serve people in very remote locations, often staying overnight with their patients, often accepting food for payment. They soon improved birth outcomes to much better than the national average. The service became an international model for rural health care, and Mary Breckenridge served as its director from 1925 until her death in 1965. While she was there, she established rural health centers, a hospital, and the Frontier Nursing University, all of which are still in operation today. So to me, Mary Breckenridge exemplifies the grit, compassion, and innovation that are at the core of nursing leadership. I have witnessed and admired the same kind of persistence and dedication in the students who are graduating before you today. My message to you today is simple: keep growing. Leadership is a process we repeat every day, and we can practice it no matter the task or the situation before us. Our challenges will look different than Mary Breckenridge's. In today's world, we are urgently called to address the iniquities of our own time and to find new ways to serve. I encourage you to seek out the hard places, the challenging assignments, and the people most in need. Keep learning. Marian Wright Edelman said, "Service is the rent we pay for living. It is the true measure, the only measure of success." Or, in the words of the illustrious Jon Stewart, "The unfortunate yet truly exciting thing about your life is that there is no core curriculum. The entire thing is an elective." Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Jacobson. Now I invite the MSN class speaker, Christine Tullio, to the podium to speak to her class.
Esteemed School of Nursing faculty, administration, and fellow graduates, good afternoon and congratulations to the class of 2016. First, I would like to thank my graduate colleagues for this unique opportunity to speak. It's truly an honor. One of my favorite MCs once said, "We started from the bottom, now we are here." So here we are indeed, graduation day, fitted in our caps and colorful hoods. Our lengthy culminating experience papers finally signed and submitted. We are truly fortunate to have received our graduate nursing education here at San Francisco State University, where our notorious master's program is over 30 years old and is the first of its kind west of the Mississippi. Here in San Francisco, we have had the unique opportunity to practice at some of the most highly ranked and innovative academic hospitals in the country, like San Francisco General Hospital, which is now named after the founder of Facebook, and UCSF, where you can now deliver your nursing care alongside computerized robots and iPads. Also here in San Francisco, we are home to several championship teams, like the Giants, the 49ers, and who can forget about our record-setting, history-breaking Golden State Warriors. To me, graduation is like winning a league championship. We got drafted in our white scrubs, and we walk out today with our trophies, our knowledge as either a clinical nurse specialist or a family nurse practitioner. Like any athlete's road to a championship, the journey to this day was not easy, but rather scenic and rigorous. The expertise of an athlete requires dedication, passion, and diligence. And we too have spent countless days and nights juggling our heavy graduate workload filled with write-ups, research papers, clinical hours, and even full-time RN jobs, all in addition to our personal lives. As advanced practice nurses, we play pivotal leadership roles in the future of healthcare. We enter the healthcare field during a unique time when the demand for healthcare services will continue to grow as millions of Americans continue to gain health insurance under the Affordable Care Act, baby boomers dramatically increase Medicare enrollment, and the need for nurses continues to rise. As valuable players of the healthcare team, we are called upon to serve the distinctive needs of these diverse communities. May we endorse our strength in numbers as we effectively function as part of a strong interdisciplinary healthcare team. May we act as patient advocates as we spend each of our days in the clinical setting as if it were a critical championship game, delivering the highest quality of care to each of our patients. May we also carry with us our golden state of mind, our passion and commitment to social justice that we have fortified during our time here at SF State. And may we continue to learn and grow as clinicians as we enter the next season of our careers. And a warm and special shout out goes to our fans and cheerleaders, also known as our professors, advisors, family, and friends for supporting and caring for us throughout our time in this program. Here's to our next nursing championship. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. Now we have the honor of hooding the MSN graduates. They will be announced by Ms. Jill Saberman, and we will be pinning them according to the first reader of their culminating project. I asked Dr. Pamela Bai to come up to do her group, and her group will come along on the left here.
I'd like to begin with Jane Anderson, Nursing Medication Errors, Assessing the Need for Night Shift Culture Changes. Sarah Averill, A Nursing Analysis of the Safety and Efficacy of Electronic Cigarettes. Priscilla Beach, Management of Community-Acquired Pneumonia. Noreen Chan, Managing Postoperative Blood Glucose Levels in Patients Undergoing Elective Surgery. Dara Engel, Postpartum Management of Gestational Diabetes Mellitus. Yvonne Ho, Management of Plantar Fasciitis for Adults in Outpatient Clinics. Michaela Ignacio, Management of Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome in Childbearing Women. Alejandra Lecaros, Management of Lupus Nephritis in the Outpatient Clinic. Nicole Mott, Management of Menopausal Vasomotor Symptoms. I would like to call upon Dr. Rebecca Carabez next. Dominique Johnson, Technology to decrease gonorrhea and chlamydia infection rates in minority adolescent girls. May I please call Dr. Feng Yu Chao. Brittany Bracelin, an educational plan for diagnostic test adherence in low literacy patients. Rebecca Buddington, Management of Recurrent Vulvovaginal Candidiasis in the Primary Care Setting. David Dunca, eHome Health Nursing Business Plan. Dot Hong, application of mHealth technology to support smoking cessation within the homeless veteran population. Juan Kim, eHome Health Nursing Business Plan. I'd like to call upon Dr. Carrie Jacobson. Christine Tullio, a nurse-based mentorship program to decrease postpartum depression in Hispanic adolescent mothers. May I please call upon Dr. Elaine Musselman. Maria Cristina Fernandez, Management of Gout for Adults in Outpatient Settings. And may I please call upon Dr. Stephanie Windle. Christina Lee, an educational plan for nurses caring for inpatient adolescents with anorexia nervosa. Congratulations, graduates.
Isn't that fun? I like doing that. Now we're going to talk about the significance of the pin, and I invite Tracy Massillon to give us that.
The graduates here today possess many talents, from guitar playing to leather crafting, from tap dancing to singing. But our very best talent is our compassion and our ability to see past the illness or injury and see and care for the person who is our patient. It takes a special talent to choose a career dedicated to serving the needs of others. After rigorous training, these talents have long been honored by a bestowal of a medal. The history of this rite of passage can be traced all the way back to the Crusades of the 12th century. During this time, the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist tended to the injured and infirm crusaders. When new monks were initiated into the order, they vowed to serve these ailing soldiers in a ceremony where each monk was given a Maltese cross, the first badges given to those who nurse. The modern ceremony dates back to the 1860s when Queen Victoria awarded Florence Nightingale with the Red Cross of St. George in recognition of her tireless service to the injured during the Crimean War. To share the honor, she in turn presented a Medal of Excellence to her brightest graduates. The medal was meant to encourage her students to faithfully serve the injured, sick, and dying in challenging situations and often dangerous circumstances. Over the years, this medal evolved into a pin, indicating the institution from which the nurse received their training. By 1916, 100 years ago, the practice of pinning new graduates became a standard tradition throughout the United States. Nursing schools choose pins to symbolize the unique qualities of the school. The San Francisco State University pin symbolizes the following. Gold and purple are the university colors, with gold symbolizing worthiness, the golden rule, and California, the golden state. Purple represents sovereignty and the dignity of the nursing profession. The sun setting over the Golden Gate Bridge is the renowned symbol of San Francisco. The laurel wreath represents honor and achievement. The nursing pin is a badge of honor and pride. Graduates, in honor of this tradition, wear your pin with pride for all of your hard work, with dedication to compassionate and evidence-based patient care, and gratitude to all of those who have served before us. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Tracy. Now I invite Dr. Karen Johnson-Brennan as the keynote speaker for the BSN for the state side.
So today I am very honored and privileged to be here in front of you and to speak to you today because not this year, but next year it will be 50 years ago that I graduated from this stage. So the millennial generation, which is most of, or all of you, born between 1982 and 2003, will account for half of the workforce by 2020 and 75% of our workforce by 2030. Your expectations, beliefs, and culture, like those of generations before you, will have a major impact on the workplace. Millennials, also known as Gen Y, are clearly interested in healthcare as a career choice. And in fact, of over 18,000 high school scholars that were surveyed, 40% of them wanted to work in healthcare. The Business and Professional Women's Foundation conducted a Gen Y survey focusing on women in the workplace, and they stated it a little bit more dramatically. Millennials will revolutionize the workplace because they're tech savvy, they have multicultural perspectives, and they have an insatiable desire for making a difference. You've chosen wisely to become a part of a profession that is personally rewarding and mandates lifelong learning. You're graduating today with your BSN, but I'm sure you're going to be back very soon for advanced practice nursing. All the way back to the work done by Florence Nightingale, there's been a move within nursing to continually improve, change, and reform health care. With each passing year, the impact nurses have had on health care has become more transformative and more crucial to the delivery of quality patient care and outcomes. For nurses, lifelong learning as well is a personal and a professional commitment. Through education and clinical research, we keep up on the evidence-based practice to improve the care we provide, which strengthens the quality of care that our patients receive. The nursing role, our role, is constantly changing. New theories, techniques, skills are used in practice today to meet the current needs of a society that is highly technological, complex, and dynamic. There are countless ways that healthcare information and simulation is having an impact on nurses and nursing education today. Text paging from nursing stations directly to doctors increases the accuracy and timeliness of responses. Internal network-based resources provide students, doctors, and nurses the latest information on pharmacology, clinical decision support systems, and procedures right at the point of care. Building on more than a half a century of broad access to undergraduate and graduate nursing here at SFU, we have created a cutting-edge simulation center. Our goal has been to provide a student platform for deliberate practice and experiential learning in a safe environment, enhancing critical thinking and problem solving through the use of mid and high-fidelity clinical simulations that provide training on demand across the lifespan and healthcare continuum. Ultimately, this has increased the quality of our graduates and lessened the traditional education to practice gap that often exists in practice-based academic preparation. Nurses, as most of you know, are a special people, a remarkable mix of heart and intellect. Year after year, consumers rank us as the most trusted profession because we blend lifelong learning with caring in ways that support individuals and families through the joys and sorrows at all life stages. Early and contemporary leaders in nursing constantly refer to nursing as an art as well as a science. In 1929, Elizabeth Stewart wrote, "The real essence of nursing, as of any fine art, is not in the mechanical details of execution, nor in the dexterity of the performer, but in the creative imagination, the sensitive spirit, and the intellect understanding lying back of all these techniques and skills. From managing the smallest details to improve a client's comfort and reduce fear, to handling high-tech interventions, nursing gives us a real sense of deep satisfaction and pleasure in knowing that we can make another person's suffering a little more tolerable. Never forget, however, in this high-tech era, that what the patient and family may remember most is your gentle touch, your ability to listen, just holding their hand during a stressful or painful procedure, not your computer ease or technical mechanics. Again, in a nursing address to nursing students in 1873, Florence Nightingale stated, quote, "The world, more especially the hospital world, is in such a hurry, is moving so fast, that it is too easy to slide into bad habits before we are aware," end quote. So never forget the essence of nursing, the real reason that you've chosen this profession. Care for and about your patients, your families, and care for each other. TLC, tender, loving care. Don't forget that the simple things can often be the most important to those that we care for. Being a nurse isn't about the grades you received. I know you worked hard and you wanted all A's, but it's not about the grades you received. It's about being who we as nurses are. No book has ever been able to teach you how to cry with a patient. No class could teach you how to tell a family that their loved one has died or is dying. No professor could teach you how to find dignity in giving someone a bed bath. Nursing is not all about giving medications and starting IVs and code blues. It's about being able to love people when they are at their weakest and most vulnerable moments. And hopefully, we faculty have modeled this behavior for you. I have been blessed and honored to work with the best students and faculty in this world. We've chosen to teach the next generation of nurses because we feel that we have made a difference in the lives of our students and the patients and the families that they go out and care for over all these years. If you're like me, you'll be a nurse your whole life. It will be your passion as well as a door to a world of possibilities. Be adventurous and try several healthcare settings over the course of your career, from inpatient to outpatient, research, education, remote ICU telemetry monitoring, infection control, or even legal nurse consulting. Never forget that the patient is your first responsibility. They trust you to keep them from harm. They also hope that you will not judge them, as you have not walked in their shoes. Be positive, sincere, honest, and gentle. Nurses give of themselves and care for patients and families. It is the most rewarding and fulfilling role because you do make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. JB. Now we're going to have the SF State BSN class co-speakers. They're going to do a duet. I ask Megan Allward and Stephanie Flores to come to the podium, please.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, honored guests, and welcome to our pinning ceremony. This is Stephanie.
And this is Megan. Well, class, we've come to the end of our 2-year-long shift.
Man, can you say some overtime?
I don't even think I got a lunch. I probably drank like 9,000 ounces of coffee. You?
Yeah, 9,000 sounds about right. A cup a day? I don't even think I got to pee. Did you?
No, I placed a Foley on September 12th, 2014. Problem solver right here. I think I probably am ready for a new one, though.
Man, my feet hurt, my back hurts, and those assignments were so long, so tedious.
Tedious, yes. Important. Well, now we can look forward to some much-needed overtime pay. I mean, now that we're qualified and all.
Right, new grads, super qualified.
True. But seriously, class, as we end this chapter and we begin a new one, we need to learn. We are about to learn more than we ever have before. We will probably get tough. We will have difficult moments where we might break down because we possibly lost a patient, or maybe we just had a tough shift. If that has not already happened to us, it will happen. We cannot save everyone. We need to remember our why we decided to dedicate our lives to this profession and calling. We need to do our best each day and know that it is enough. Our patients may be experiencing the best or worst day of their life, their mother's life, their father's life, and your why is what's going to make them get through that moment. Regardless of the outcome, you are going to make them feel something. The late Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they never will forget how you made them feel." We feel honored and privileged to have learned and gone through these experiences beside you.
That's beautiful. Talk about heavy stuff. Whew.
Megan, let's self-diagnose ourselves, just like we did with every clinical condition for the last 2 years.
Okay, go. Risk for ineffective coping?
How about risk for disturbed sleep pattern?
Risk for fluid and nutritional deficit.
Wait, I got it. Risk for social isolation related to nursing school, as evidenced by copious long hours of studying, grueling exams.
Oh, I know. Many clinical hours and waking up well before dawn, all to be early for our shifts.
Yeah, I know. Thank God for our family and friends. Speaking of family and friends, I think there should be a support group for you all, for the family and friends of nursing students.
God knows they probably felt like they were the ones in nursing school.
Oh, they did. I heard all about it. Yeah.
While we are thanking people, we'd like to thank our clinical instructors for letting us practice under your license. We probably caused your stress-induced arrhythmias.
You may have even thrown a few premature ventricular contractions, watching us place a Foley or an IV. So from the bottom of our hearts,
thank you. Lastly, thank you to our peers. Vein for vein.
Muscle for muscle, shot for shot, you truly left a mark on us.
No, really, a mark. Maybe a large hematoma. Same difference, I guess.
Well, now that we're going out on the floor on our own, it's time to take all that we have learned and put it into practice.
Being a good nurse is so much more than placing a painless IV. It's about doing what's best for your patient, and every patient is different, every procedure is unique, and every single time, you as a nurse will make that person feel comforted. It's about knowing you did everything for your patient and leaving no stone unturned. At the heart of this is collaboration and teamwork. Be kind to your team, the physician, the housekeeper, the physical therapist, the CNA. Your patient's life often depends on it. And just as we were treated with kindness from our clinical instructors, we must give the same as we move forward and develop ourselves into who we are as professionals. And always remember to lift those around us and inspire kindness amongst each other. Mary Church Terrell once said, "And so lifting as we climb, onward and upward we go, struggling and striving and hoping that the buds of our blossoms of our desires will burst into glorious fruition ere long. With courage, born of success achieved in the past, with a keen sense of responsibility which we shall continue to assume, we look forward to a future large with promise and hope."
You are absolutely correct, Megan. Collaboration, teamwork, and kindness will be our saving grace.
Well, that was a long shift. Let's go sleep and wake up tomorrow and do it all over again.
Thank
you.
That was a long shift. Now I'd like to invite the SF State Sequoia BSN keynote speaker, Ms. Esther Kawamura.
Thanks, guys. Hi. Good morning, family, friends, and class of 2016. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations on your achievement. I am truly touched that you've asked me to speak, and frankly, I'm a little surprised. After listening to me every single semester, I thought you'd never want to hear me give you another lecture, so you guys just must be gluttons for punishment. Anyway, since you asked, and since I have you captive all here up on the stage, and you can't fall asleep because everyone's looking at you, not me, I'd like to take this opportunity to give you my final lecture. Okay. When preparing for this, I was trying to think of a theme. So I went online and I browsed through the history of nursing. But what piqued my interest and spoke to me were the rules for nurses in 1887. The rules in 1887 were created to lay a foundation for best practice at that time. And it's interesting to note that some are still applicable today. For example, in 1887, one of the rules stated, quote, in addition to caring for your 50 patients, 50 patients, you must sweep and mop the floors, dust the patient's furniture, and clean the windowsill. In today's terms, this is called infection control. Okay. Like the rules of the past, I've developed my own set of rules based on 35 years of being a nurse, so I have a lot of rules. These rules, my rules, have become the foundation of my practice, and I'd like to share them with you. Number one, nursing is a team sport. You can't do nursing alone, so support each other. Number two words, respect and dignity. If you walk your patients down the hall, comb their hair, put a little lipstick on, and shave them, and for goodness sakes, no commando patients. Number three, check, double check, and triple check. Because the day you feel overconfident and skip a step is the day that you might make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, own up to it and share it with others so we can learn. Number four, if you see or anticipate a problem, do something about it. Don't wait until it goes away, because it won't. It'll only get worse. And speaking of problems, if you solve it, the next thing is evaluation and follow-up, which, by the way, is that last column on your care plan. Number five, there is no such thing as a 5-second rule. If you drop it on the floor, you pick it up. The only thing that belongs on the floor are feet and furniture. Number six, nursing is not just high-tech skills, it's about heart. The day you lose your ability to cry is the day you need to leave nursing. 7, the smallest acts of caring make the biggest difference. Your patient will not remember, nor will they thank you for putting in that NG tube on the first try. What they will remember is that you listened to them, you spoke in a kind manner, and you held their hands when they were scared. Number 8, talk less and listen more. You'll be amazed how much you can learn from your patients by just listening. 9, integrity is your middle name. Therefore, never lower your standards. And 10, look at all these people in the room. These are your future patients. Treat your patients as you would treat your family member, your spouse, or your friend. And finally, I'd like to leave you with this final thought. Nursing is a powerful profession. Your lives will forever be changed by those you touch. I've just spent the past 3 weeks caring for my father. I witnessed him having a heart attack and a stroke. In both instances, I put on my professional hat and was able to see the signs early and intervene to prolong his life. When it became apparent that we needed to transition him into hospice, with the support of my family, I cared for him until he took his last breath on earth. I allowed myself to cry and feel the grief, but I also felt proud that as a daughter and a nurse, I did everything I possibly could to transition my father from life to death. It was a powerful experience, and I felt blessed to be a nurse. This is what I want you all to feel and experience. The blessings that you give your patients will be returned to you tenfold. I want you to understand that the power of your knowledge, your skill, your voice, and your heart can make a tremendous difference in someone's life. It is with pride that I welcome you to the nursing profession. Wherever your career path leads you, I know you will represent our profession beautifully. Congratulations.
Thank you, Esther. I now have the honor of pinning the SF State BSN candidates. And Dr. Elaine Musselman will be by my side, and their names will be called out by Dr. Stephanie Windle. Sorry. I need my bifocals, too. Sorry. SF State Sequoia BSN speaker now, Megan Cullen.
It's okay. I thought to myself, it's okay, we can skip it. Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and honored guests. Thank you for joining us for this special event. I want to thank Marianne Van Dam and all of the San Francisco State School of Nursing administrators and faculty for ensuring that we received the very best nursing education. The Sequoia San Francisco State nursing class would like to thank the Sequoia Healthcare District, Sequoia Hospital, and the Sequoia Foundation for their continuous support. We would also like to give a very special thank you to Esther Kawamara, Sherry Sassarini, and Catherine Midland. Esther, thank you for fostering an environment of compassion and encouragement for us to learn and grow in. Your fun, loving spirit will forever be remembered. Sherry, thank you for your support and upbeat personality. No matter what the situation, after speaking with you, we always felt that everything was going to be okay. Catherine, thank you for coordinating so many moving parts. You have a way of seamlessly making all the puzzle pieces fit. We could not have done it without all of you. Thank you for believing in us as we walked through this journey. It seems unimaginable that 2 years ago, this journey was just beginning, and these people on this stage with me were strangers. We have been through so much in the past 2 years. Nursing school is challenging. It was filled with weekly tests, skills checkoffs, and endless study sessions. We would meet before sunrise and carpool to clinical. We lent our veins to one another as we practiced IV insertion. The bond that we have developed goes even deeper than our nursing school experience. Both classmates and faculty suffered the loss of loved ones. Our class mourned as our classmates and instructors grieved these great losses. Others learned that family members had life-threatening diseases and experienced debilitating life events. A classmate got engaged while others went to family weddings. Coincidentally, during our pediatric clinical rotation, a classmate had a baby, while others learned that they would become aunts and uncles. Many classmates watched as their children reached new milestones. Through this journey, we have rallied together to form a very tight-knit bond. We are a family. We have learned so much in the past 2 years. Perhaps the most important thing we learned is about compassion. As we make the transition from student nurses to new nurses, I am confident that we will bring compassionate care to each patient we serve. We understand that we are entering the most trusted profession, and we will uphold this reputation with integrity. I would like to thank my classmates for allowing me to serve as our class representative. You are such an awesome group. You truly made my job easy. We would like to thank our family and friends for supporting us and standing by our side as we went through some of the most challenging times of our lives. We love you, and we are excited to embark on this next chapter of our lives with you. In closing, I would like to recognize Nancy Cullen, the woman who shaped me into who I am today. My mom walked this very path 44 years ago when she received her nursing pin here at San Francisco State. She passed away suddenly 12 years ago, and I feel blessed to be able to honor her memory by following in her footsteps. This one's for you, Mom. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. Just as of note, I've also worked with her auntie, Mary Cullen, who's out there. About 25 years ago in pediatrics, we worked together. So that's a nursing family, I guess. So now I get the honor of pinning people. And with Dr. Elaine Musselman and Dr. Stephanie Windle saying their names.
Stephanie Lynn Flores. Ashley Foster. Megan Allward. Tracy Massione. Liz Bermel. Stephen Earls. Stephanie Olivas. Ayana Johnson. Susan Nguyen. Quinn Nu Nguyen. Leah Casper. Leah Kapler, sorry. Sunya La. Amada Ramos. Jennifer Diaz. Cindy Chen. Annalie Lawler. Julia Partington. Allison Winans. Leanne Kirtland. Caitlin Kozelka. Marla Wallace. Corinne Michelle Sporer. Anna Lopez. Nora Arnold. Kevin Suramoto. Sarah Jane Matute. Kathleen McFall. Chris Mahan. Carrie Higgins. Ying Zhou. Sophie Lee. Helen Lawrenson. And then Esther Kawamura is going to announce the Sequoia graduates.
Megan Cullen. Julia Meinhold. Noah Wachtel. Cody Lynn the Knight. Brianna Feinberg. Julia McQuarrie. Alina Druhavitz. Blanca Avila. Yes, you can. Victoria Pierce. Genevieve Diab. Gina Thielen. Oyuna Moreno. Can I say Gigi? I'm going to say Gigi. Is that okay? Gigi Katab. Alina Makarava. Betty Wong. Jessica Gunn. Lady Fatima Santos. Nicole Groff. Alexa Dimmitt. Jamie Ng. Randy Sevilla. Giuseppe Piazza. Yungfei Huang. Marissa Cisneros. Lily Ho. Regina Benavente. Stella Subrato. John Angoko. Miguel Maxese. Anna McDevitt. Marissa Dakar. Destiny Lamello.
Let's congratulate them again. And new nurses, why don't you stand up and thank your family? And MSNers, stand up and thank your family. Now it's become a tradition that we say the nursing pledge. We do invite all of the nurses in the audience to renew their pledge, and Liz Bermel is going to lead us in that pledge. It's written inside your pamphlet.
I solemnly pledge myself to the service of humanity. Come on, guys. And will endeavor to practice my profession with conscience and with dignity. Protection and welfare of those committed to my care. I will advocate for my patients' physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being and hold them as the first priority. I will accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will refrain from any action which might be harmful to the quality of life or health of those I care for. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration, lifelong learning, and the advancement of my profession. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor, and acknowledge the significance of this pledge that I take today.
Now we have some words for the future, and those words for the future will be given to you by Megan Allward, and it's about the Nursing Alumni Association.
We finally made it. Here we are at graduation, ready to move forward and write the next chapter of our lives. It's an exciting time for each of us, and also a bit scary as we begin establishing our careers and our professional networks. One thing that should be a comfort to us all is the knowledge that we have lifelong support here at SF State. The lifelong relationships we have created with our fellow classmates and our amazing faculty will always be the foundation of the supportive and active community we all need to succeed. It's been a while in the coming, but I'm excited to announce the launch of the new School of Nursing Alumni Association. Through the Nursing Alumni Association, we will be able to stay in touch and maintain the networks we have worked so hard to nurture and develop, access continuing education courses, engage in community service projects, support the next group of nursing students with mentorship and encouragement, access career resources and job postings, and of course, reconnect with each other at social events throughout the year. It's easy to join, and membership is only $30 for those of us graduating today. And on the back of your program, you'll find the web address where you can get more information to sign up. The launch of the School of Nursing Alumni Association comes at a time that correlates with a turning point of our lives from student to alumni. And it's comforting to know that we can continue to foster our relationships as working professionals and thrive as SF State nurses. If you have any questions about the association, please speak to Nora, where you can talk to her about the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. We have to say goodbye, but I want to just say one more thing, and that is that our students have been successful. They have learned to pass multiple choice exams, demonstrate new nursing skills, pass the dreaded metrology tests, provide case study presentations. They have completed those monotonous standardized tests, and they have written many papers in APA format. Now these successful nursing students will become successful nurses. So who is a successful nurse? Being a successful nurse has nothing to do with your GPA, nor is it correlated with the prestige of the school from which they graduate. Being a successful nurse is a decision you make every day with every patient. It's a decision to keep each person special and unique and never allow a person to become a routine. Successful nurses will advocate, protect, and provide the best care for their patient. It is a decision to recognize that knowledge must always be balanced with humility. It is a decision to have the courage to express the love of humanity through action. So today we set you free and to go forth in your life as a nurse. We have confidence that you will choose to be successful in your nursing career and employ your growing knowledge with humility, courage, and love. We thank you all for being here to celebrate with us today, and please allow the faculty and the students to leave before you leave your seats. Thank you.